How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. We have massive breaking news. A couple huge pieces of news. We have a massive warning as well. Massive hack. And then also a crypto that I talked about recently that's further down on the altcoin list and is doing really well right now. Someone just, an investor just said they bought $100,000 of it. They just surpassed a huge number of queries as well. And their token price has formed a double bottom that looks beautiful. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. Also, if you want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video to CoinW. You can trade all kinds of cryptos there. They have hundreds of cryptos. And with the link underneath the video too, you can get up to 3,000 SUI and a 10% deposit bonus. If you don't like CoinW or you want to sign up for a different exchange, there's Blofin and BTCC as well. Now, Bitcoin doing really well. You can see Bitcoin at 95.4. We had that good jobs report that came out this morning that the economy added more jobs than expected. Unemployment rate fell. And on this news, Bitcoin fell down. Like, it freaked out the market. Yields went up. I said, this is overblown. And actually, I was buying today. I was actually buying the stock market. I was buying some tech companies. They were down 2% earlier, now down 1.3%. So a little bit of a rally, but Bitcoin's rallying harder. And in my video earlier today, I said there's a massive issue. People are thinking too short term. The economy looks really good. We're seeing really bullish things coming out about crypto constantly. And I think we're still set up for a great next year. And yeah, we're starting to rally a little bit, going over 95.3, 90, almost 96 earlier today. Some people thinking this is the bottom. We're getting some good news too. Kenya is preparing legislation to legalize Bitcoin and crypto, says Treasury Cabinet Secretary John Mbadi. So more and more countries adopting Bitcoin, maybe not even going to a Bitcoin standard or putting Bitcoin on their balance sheet, but legalizing it, providing better clarity. Yesterday, we covered the fact that a lot of people weren't even paying attention to the news that Bhutan, an area in Bhutan, is putting Bitcoin, Ethereum, and BNB on their balance sheet. Like, how crazy is that? Maybe that was even 2 days ago, but it was overshadowed by the amount of liquidations in the market, the red in the market. People weren't paying attention to the news that really matters. They're just falling for the manipulators. You can also see big news coming from Dennis Porter. A bill to create a strategic Bitcoin reserve has been introduced in the state of New Hampshire by Rep. Keith Ammon. I think there's going to be another big piece of news too. He said there are going to be two big pieces of news today. And, we have more and more states that are looking to add Bitcoin to their balance sheet. Eventually, this will move the markets. In a time where there's uncertainty, there's volatility, people are more worried about the US and whether there's a strategic Bitcoin reserve there. People aren't paying attention as much to the states, but this will matter. If we have states that are putting millions of dollars into Bitcoin each quarter, this will change the price of Bitcoin. And it matters how many states do this because they're like dominoes. After a couple fall, it's much easier for more to fall, especially once these start getting approved and they start taking action on it. That could be a little bit down the line, but still, it's massive considering that the Bitcoin ETFs just turned 1. Okay, this just shows you how far they've come. $36 billion in inflows compared to $3 billion for the first year of gold. Keep in mind, gold inflows started a long time ago. I think it could be wrong on this, but the 70s are standing out to me, but they've been around for a while. Right, so there has been a difference in terms of how many people are investing, the kind of money that flows into these assets. But this is just taking the cake. This is better than anyone could have expected. And we have Bitwise, which is one of the main ETFs, one of the main Bitcoin ETFs. Their AUM went from 1 billion to over 12 billion in the past year. This is because they continue to push Bitcoin out to the masses. Now, we talk about Bitcoin a lot on the channel. Altcoins are doing well too. XRP moving closer to the top end of this range. I still think there's going to be a point here soon where it breaks out and surprises some people. A crypto that I talked about in my video earlier today, and I've talked about it in the past several times, handful of times. We're talking about TARS AI. Someone just posted this today. Thomas Crowlow He says, I just bought $100,000 of this AI crypto altcoin for 2025. I'll be honest, I bought a significant amount of it as well. I will be taking profits on it during the bull run, so just know that up front. But TAR's search just passed 500,000 queries, making a major milestone in decentralized search. I've talked about TARs a lot. You can go check them out on Twitter or on their website. But as you can see here, it formed a beautiful double bottom. So it went down to 25 cents back on the 20th of December. And then yesterday, it went down to 25 cents. Same thing. Now, since then, it's up a decent amount. Today, it's up 24%. So making some big moves. It's around a $230 million market cap. And if you look, just scroll out, it's still at a bit of a discount compared to where it was, right? It's down 25% in the last month, but it's starting to bounce again. Like these AI cryptos, or AI cryptos in general, I think will bounce pretty hard if we go back into a bull market. We're in a bull market, but if we bounce pretty hard and we continue up to new all-time highs for Bitcoin, cryptos like this will race really hard. I also think a lot of the later ones are down a significant amount, like Solana, down 27% from its high, XRP still down 39%, but this is from 2017. Compared to where it went up recently, it's down, 60 cents, 55 cents. So down about 20% since its recent high. BNB is holding up well, down just 12%, the same as Bitcoin. Ethereum still down 32% versus its prior cycle high. Sui continues to be a monster. It's only down 3%, 14 cents off of its all-time high. And we were just talking about it this morning, saying, hey, Sui is bouncing so hard. Let's look at TradingView. I was saying that we saw a 20% pullback this week. We saw, let's just look at it here. We saw a 20% pullback. The last time we saw that over a 1 week span was back in early to mid-November. We saw the same thing, 20% pullback. Then over the next 3 weeks, from the bottom, it rallied 57%. So if we saw something similar, we would see a $7 Sui, just right around a $7 Sui, just short of it. So don't be surprised if it rallies pretty hard. If we continue to bounce on Bitcoin, if we get back to a $100,000 Bitcoin, don't be surprised to see like a $6 Sui. These are the types of scenarios I like to use leverage on. Of course, leverage isn't right for everyone, but if you're under allocated to something and you see something on a chart that you like, yeah, you can definitely get into it a lot faster using leverage. Now, be careful out there. Elio Trade says, attention, Superverse X account has been compromised. We're working to fix it now. Please do not engage. We have full access to the account and we believe we have isolated the attack vector. Give us a few days to ensure everything is safe, and we will produce a recap. Right now, it just says these posts are protected. So just be careful out there. If anything sounds weird, if anything sounds off, it is. So just be careful out there. Make sure that you're paying attention and that you know what you're doing. Make sure that you don't make any rash decisions or anything like that. Don't connect to any websites that you don't know are completely safe. So it's going to be interesting. Let me know your thoughts on the next couple weeks. Keep in mind, we only have 10 days left until Inauguration Day, which is going to be insane. It's going to be an insane 10 days. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see you all in the next one.